You can type any big number.
All right, this is page 83, dividing polynomials. Guys, focus. We can apply the steps of long division to divide polynomials. Let's review the important terms, the important terminology, and the steps of long division before applying it to the polynomials. So, 1984 divided by 16. Okay? Terminology, vocabulary words. What is the top number called?
Numerator.
What about the bottom?
The denominator.
Okay. So whenever you divide 1984 divided by 16, remember you fall to the side, divide, right? So 16 will go on the outside. And 1984 on the inside. Let's divide. So when we're looking to figure out how many times 16 goes into 1984, we first figure out how many times 16 goes into what? 19. Into 19. And it only goes in what?
1.
What do? We multiply 16 times 1 to get 16, and then what? Subtract, right? We subtract. So 19 minus 16 is 3. Bring down the next digit, which is 8. Now we're going to try to figure out how many times 16 goes into 38.
Twice. Can I get paper towels?
Yes. Twice. And 16 times 2 is?
32.
We subtract. Okay. So 38 minus 32? 6. Bring down the? 4. And last, we try to figure out how many times 16 goes into 64, which is? 4 times. We subtract and you get 0. So, got your answer. Now, how can you check your work? How can you double check to see if...
Multiply 16 times the number you got.
You can multiply, correct. Where's my highlighter? Let me do it in... No. You can multiply whatever your... What is it called?
Quotient?
Dividend?
Oh,
Dividend?
Yeah,
By your quotient, right? You can multiply those two to double check your work. So
Divisor.
I forgot which one is which, and I forgot to write it down as well.
This is the divisor on that.
Which one's on the inside, which one's on the outside?
The divisor is the one that's on the outside. The dividend is the one that's being divided.
Okay.
Quotient is on the outside.
Pretty quotient is the answer.
Yeah, divisor's on the outside.
I told you.
All right. Anyway, so you multiply 16 times 124. It should give you 1984. Check your work, okay? Now, you can apply those same steps when you're dividing polynomials. It's just a little bit different. Now, the front side of this is going to be a little bit easier because we're dividing by a monomial. We're dividing by one term. If you look at the back side, you're dividing by 2 terms, so it's just a little bit different. Anyway, to do this, you are going to divide the first term of the dividend by the first term of the divisor. You will multiply the divisor by that term and then subtract. Okay? Now in word form, that doesn't make any sense until you actually practice it, right? Does everybody have the 3 words? Yep. Divide, multiply, subtract. All right, let's try it. So the first thing you want to do is you want to figure out how many times, or what do you multiply by x to get you x squared?
2.
X times 2 is 2x.
X.
Right. Yeah. X times x. So you multiply those. X times x is x squared, right? You subtract. It cancels out. X minus x squared is 0. Bring down the 4x. Okay. Now you want to figure out what do you multiply by x to get you 4x.
4.
Subtract,
Oh.
cancels out. So your quotient is x plus 4.
It's like the simple is. The simple is.
Like I said, it gets more difficult, okay?
Look what's in the back.
It gets more difficult. Ready?
No.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, let's try number 1. Number 1, oh, by the way, on today's notes and the assignment, you won't have a remainder. You don't have to worry about that. You're not tested. On the STAR test, you won't have a remainder, so I made sure that I took out any of the ones that have remainders from the notes, okay? I try to make them as easy as possible. All right, fall to the side divide, so 3x is going to go on the outside. 9x squared plus 12x on the inside, okay? First thing you do, figure out 3x times what gives you 9x squared.
3x.
Okay.
Just 3x because
3 times 3 is 9. X times x, x squared. When you subtract them, they cancel out, right? Bring down 12x, okay? Now you figure out 3x times what gives you 12x?
4x. No, 4.
Just 4. 3 times 4 is 12. Bring down the x. Subtract. They cancel out. So your quotient, your answer, is 3x plus 4. Questions? Okay. Let's try number 2. This time, what's the dividend? The dividend is now a trinomial, so it's a little bit longer. And there's a subtraction, so you also have to keep that in mind when you are dividing. Somebody gonna have to replace my paper. Minus 10x.
Okay.
All right. 5x times what gives you 5x cubed?
X squared.
Good. 5 times 1 is 5. X times x squared is x cubed. Subtract, cancels out. Bring down the next term. 5x times what gives you 25x squared? Yes. Good.
Oh, wait.
Subtract, cancels out. Bring down, minus 10x. Negative 10x. So now 5x times what gives you negative 10x? Negative 2. Okay. So when you subtract those, this is where it gets a little confusing. Yes, they are going to cancel out, but I'm going to explain this part just because it gets confusing when we get to the back side. Notice you have two negatives, right? When you subtract a negative, it changes to what? It changes to plus, right? Negative 10 plus 10, 0. That's why it cancels out. But yes, you're still subtracting. Your quotient is x squared plus 5x minus 2. Number 3. Negative x squared on the outside. And then what? Negative 4x cubed plus 5x squared on the inside. Everybody ready? Okay. Now, what are you going to multiply by negative x squared to give you negative 4x squared?
4x.
Positive 4x, right? Negative times a positive is a negative. X squared times x is x cubed. Now, even though you see two minus signs, remember, we're subtracting a negative, which makes it positive. They cancel out. Bring down 5x squared. Now, what do you multiply by negative x squared to give you a positive 5x squared?
5.
Positive 5. right? No, not positive 5.
Negative 5.
Negative times a negative, make that positive 5x squared, bring down, okay? So when you subtract it, 5 minus 5, 0. So the quotient is 4x minus 5. Questions on the front side?
Nope.
All right.
4x?
Manda?
4?
Mm-hmm.
Negative 4.
Wouldn't it be negative 4x? Because you multiply negative times a negative.
No, because it's negative.
You're trying to get, you will not multiply by a negative 4x because you are trying to get negative 4x, right? So negative times a positive is a negative.
Alright.
Yeah.
I can't see because he's using.
Right.
Hey, Susan, move your big head. Okay. So, dividing with a binomial. This is where it gets a little confusing, a little bit more difficult. You're still going to identify what term needs to be multiplied by the first term. Place that term in above the middle term. Doesn't matter where you put it, honestly. I don't think that really affected too much. Anyway, but once you do that, you're going to distribute. Because you're going to distribute, you're going to put whatever you get from multiplying in parentheses, and obviously I'll explain that. But anyway, subtract and bring down the next term. When you multiply, you're going to end up with two terms. So let's just say, instead of subtracting, we're going to do this. Instead of subtracting, we're going to try this. Add the opposite of both terms. And you'll see what I mean in a little bit. Add the opposite of both terms. For step 4. Ready? No? Yes? Yes? Okay. All right. Binomial with a trinomial. The only thing you need to focus on is that very first term, okay? X times what gives you x squared? X, okay? Now you want to distribute. You're going to distribute this x with both of these terms, okay? So x times x, okay? And then x times 5, 5x, okay? Now you're going to add the opposite or subtract the opposite, whichever way you want to think about it. Okay, x times x is positive x squared, yes? So we subtract the x squared. X times 5 is positive 5, so we, what? X times 5 is positive 5, so we subtract the 5. Okay. All right, now x minus x squared cancels out. 9 minus 5x is 4x. Bring down the plus 20. All right. Here we go. Now, x times what? X times what gives you 4x? Okay. Now we're distributing the 4, okay? 4 times x is 4x. And then 4 times 5? 20. Oops. But write the opposite. If you get a positive 4x, you subtract. If you get a positive 20, you subtract. So notice both of those end up zeroing out, canceling out. So your quotient is x plus 4. So add the opposite or combine the opposite. Which one would make more sense for you? No? Okay. I'll try explaining it with the word combine next time. Ready? Yes? No? Okay. X plus 5. It takes some practice. All right. Here we go. Focus on the first term. X times what gives you x squared? Okay. So we multiply the quotient by the what? I keep forgetting. Divisor. Quotient by the divisor. Here we go. X times x, x squared. And then x times 5, 5x. Okay? Now change the sign. If it's a positive x squared, negative x squared. Positive 5x.
Negative.
Now, with this one, x squared minus x squared, what?
Zero.
Gives you 0, cancels out. But 2 minus 5x gives you negative 3x. Okay? So now when you figure out the next term, you're trying to figure out x times what gives you negative 3x.
Negative 3.
Negative 3. Okay? Distribute the negative 3 this time. Negative 3 times x is,
Negative 3x.
oh God. Okay, negative 3x. Negative 3 times 5.
Negative 15.
Okay. Negative 15.
Five don't make sense.
Now, make both of these the opposite, which is positive. Okay? Negative 3 plus 3 is? And negative 15 plus 15 is? 0. So they both cancel out. So your quotient is x minus 3. Get it? Okay. I think I'm explaining it a little bit different than I did in first period. Okay.
And so I'm getting,
But if it makes it easier, then I'm glad. What's up?
I'm getting number 5.
Well, that's why we're going to do it together. This is why the number 5 is not the assignment.
She's saying you're going ahead.
Huh?
I know. That's why he stays confused, because he doesn't wait for the teacher. All right. 2x times what gives you 6x squared?
3x.
All right. 2x times 3x.
6 squared.
All right. 3x times negative 1.
And negative 1, negative 3x.
All right. But remember, change both of your terms to the opposite. So 6x squared is going to be what?
Negative.
Minus. And the negative 3x is going to be
Positive.
positive. 6 minus 6 cancels out. But 1 plus 3 is
4x.
4x. Bring down the minus 2. Is everybody caught up? All right. 2x times what gives you 4x?
2.
Positive 2, right? 2x times 2.
4, right?
And then 2 times negative 1?
Negative 2.
Negative 2. Change both of those that you just multiplied to the opposite. So 4 minus 4x. Negative 2 plus 2. And they both what? They both cancel out. They both zero out.
So we're not going to have a number 5? Or one
You won't have what?
like one like this on the assignment?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we are?
You're going to have 4 like the front and 4 like the back.
Oh.
But we have 2 more examples. So,
I thought you said that we were.
no. I didn't say that. All right. Now, you have a what? Soccer field? Soccer football field? They're giving you the area and the width. So how do you find the length?
Divide.
By dividing, okay? So we're going to put 4x plus 1 on the outside. The area on the inside. 12x squared minus 25x minus 7. All right. 4x times what gives you 12x squared?
3x.
Good. 12x squared. But don't forget the other one. 3x times 1?
3x.
3x. Now change them both to opposite, which is minus minus, right? The first one cancels out, but what is negative 25x minus 3x?
Negative 28x.
Yep. Bring down the minus 7.
I understand
All right, now 4x times what gives you negative 28?
it. Multiplication.
7. Negative 7.
Negative 7. 4x times negative 7 times 4x, negative 28x. Negative 7, oops. Negative 7 times 1.
Negative 7.
Okay. Now we change both of these to the opposite, which both are going to become positive. So plus, plus. And they both what? They both cancel out. They both zero out. So the length is 3x minus 7. Questions? Last one. You have the volume of a rectangular prism. It shows you that. And then the height of the prism is x plus 2. They want you to find the area, which is what you do is you multiply base times height. So what do? Divide. Now there won't be one as difficult as this one on the assignment. Cannot guarantee on STAR test. So that's why we're going through it anyway. All right. You ready? Think you got it? X times what is x cubed?
X2.
Okay. So x squared times x cubed. X squared times 2?
2x squared.
All right. Change them both to opposite, so they're both going to change to
Negatives.
negatives. The first one cancels out. 4 minus 2 is?
2.
Bring down.
8x.
All right.
2.
Ready?
Yeah.
X times what is 2x squared?
2.
2x. 2x. So 2x times x, 2x squared. 2x times 2,
4x.
4x. All right. Change them both to opposite. Minus, minus. The first one cancels out. 8 minus 4x is 4x. Bring down your plus 8. X times what is 4x?
4.
Okay. Let me zoom out some. 4 times x, 4x. 4 times 2, 8. Change them both to opposite, and they both cancel out.
Yeah, I get it.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that just means I explained it a little bit differently and to where y'all understood it.